Hello, everybody. This is just a quick lesson on how to fill out your Modern Myth notes for your comic book review. Everyone in Google Classroom has a blank doc that looks just like this assigned to you. I also assigned, depending on the book choice you made back in the Get to Know You survey, I posted the first two books in the series. Remember, they're each about 21 to 26 pages each. And you are going to take notes on the first two. So both books you're going to cover in this notes document today during class. Now, if the PDF doesn't open nice for you, you can open up the doc. This is the exact same Black Widow #1 in the PDF form is the exact same as Black Widow #1 in the Google Docs. The same for Black Widow #2 in PDF is the same as Black Widow #2 in Google Docs. Sometimes if the PDFs are too big, they won't open and they want you to download them, which is just a pain. So if you get the can't be opened message when opening the PDF, just go ahead and open the Google Doc. It's the exact same. So you'll see I have my screen set up side by side. And I've just opened up Black Widow 1 on PDF. It opened for me, so that makes me happy. So if you look along the bottom here, it tells you how many total pages are in this comic book today. So there's 21. That's an important number to remember. So just going over today's directions, it said we're coming up, we're going to make our first comic book review this week. And you're reading the comic books that you chose in our Getting to Know Each Other survey last week. You do have both books here, and you'll be able to take notes on both books in this document. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is obviously open up issue #1, whether that's you have Spider-Man, or if you have Deadpool, or if you have Black Panther versus Deadpool. You want to make sure you're opening issue #1 first, because you want to read the first book first. Then I want you to read about the first half of the story. So when you look and see, oh, there's 21 pages in the story, okay, I'll read the first 10. Okay. So you would put the title of the book here. So Black Widow. And then I want you to go ahead and read those first 10 pages or so. And when you come back, I want you to write down some things that you noticed in the first 10 pages, things you noticed about the character, things you noticed about the story, about the action, things you noticed about how the art was drawn, things that you noticed, okay? And it should be unique to you. Then I want you to write down some things that you're wondering. Based on what you read in the first 10 pages, what are you wondering? What are you wondering about the characters? What are you wondering about the story? And then anywhere in these first 10 pages or so, if you found some words that are new to you, jot them down here. Okay, we're going to do some vocab work with those later. So for me, I'm going to go through this rather quickly just to save you some time. So the first thing I'm noticing is it looks like Nat is good on a motorcycle and she's shooting at someone. Ooh, that's the Shield logo. I've never realized that. She's busted through the Shield logo, maybe in glass. That's really interesting. Oh, here we go. We've got an office. Attention all personnel. This is Director Hill. Ooh, lots of big sounds, lots of worried faces. Oh dear. The announcement from Director Hill is effective immediately. Agent Natasha Romanoff, codename Black Widow, is an enemy of S.H.I.E.L.D. Cow, I gotta keep going to see what's happening. She is kicking people's butt left and right. Yep, she's fighting. She's fighting a lot of people in suits. Looks like mostly dudes. It looks like she's doing a good job. Ooh, what do we got here? This is a big guy. Oh, she smacked his head. It didn't do anything. Oh, she did it again. Ah, she broke his nose. And we got all sorts of people. Oh, one of those little roly ball things she's good at, which creates an explosion, which she jumps out of. She looks very serious. What page am I on? Page 6. Oh gosh, she's on a helicarrier. She just blew up the side of the helicarrier. The city is way down there. Wow. Okay, we got to figure out why is she an enemy at S.H.I.E.L.D. and why is she jumping out of helicarriers? Oh, there's Agent Hill. Ooh, there's a swear word, but they had to censor it. I didn't censor it. They did. She's angry. She's sending people. She is sending an agent off Agent 13 in a car, flying off. Oh my God, it's a flying car. So Nat's jumped off. Agent 13's going after. She's got a flying car. They've got people in jetpacks. There's some sort of airborne fight happening. Yep, they're fighting in airborne. Holy cow. Cute. What's your plan now, Romanoff? She's literally falling from the ground. She just took his jetpack. She's awesome. After being sassy and putting a kiss on the guy's face mask. Holy cow. So it looks like big city. I'm assuming New York City because that's where Shield is. I think she comes jetpacking in. Oh no. Dude with the kiss on his helmet has the car and is pointing a gun at her. Whew. You guys are going to want to read much more slowly. Take your time. Look at all the panels, figure out what's happening. Remember, most of the story happens in the action, it doesn't happen in the words. So you got to keep your eyes peeled. So, what are some things I noticed in this first half? I noticed Black Widow is an enemy of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is weird since she works for them. I noticed she takes out a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents with her, basically it's hand-to-hand fighting. What else did I notice? And it's okay to scroll back up because there's a lot happening here. I know you don't think it, but there is. Oh man, oh yeah, it's on a helicopter. I noticed that this opening fight is on a helicarrier and she leaps out of it without a parachute. And you guys, these are notes. Don't worry about spelling or anything like that. I'm not counting you for your spelling. Hill sends people after her and she still seems to escape, maybe. I'm wondering what happened that Black Widow is now a enemy of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, what did she do? What did they do? What's happening? I'm wondering why Agent Hill is in charge and not Nick Fury. I'm wondering where Nat's friends are, because usually she has some friends. Are there new words to me? Let me go back and just scan through the words. Personnel, no, I know what that word is. Those are just sound effects. Black Widow, enemy of S.H.I.E.L.D., stopped at any cost, tough, skinny. I think that just means dab it, get her. I think that's just bloody nose for damn it, get her. Ooh, she stole something from us. What did she steal? I got to write that down. What did Nat steal? Never type S.H.I.E.L.D. right. She stole something. I'm wondering, like, who else has, how many people have flying cars? I don't know if I'll get an answer, but I'm interested in finding out. Shank. Hey, who do you think you? She jetpacks off. I dig it. Okay, so you know what? There were no new words, so that's okay. No new words for me. Okay, so this is an example of what I'm looking for. I am looking for information that you're jotting down from your own mind, what you're noticing and what you're wondering, and then tracking some new words. We're going to use these notes that you're creating to help you create your book review. So now that I've done the first half, I came and I jotted down the notes on what I noticed, things I was wondering about, and any new words. So now I want to go back and read the rest of the pages until I get to the end of the book. So pretend I've just done that. Speedy, 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 speedy. And then you come back to the notes and finish, put new things you noticed, more things you're wondering, and any other words that are new to you. So that covers book 1. You're going to want to repeat the process for book 2. So you'll put the title here. And then if it opens for you, great. You can open the second one. And here's Black Widow 2. Once again, this time it's 24 pages, so I'll probably want to do the first 12 pages to cover, take some notes here, and then take some notes again at the end. When you are done, you're going to turn these notes in, okay? And I want to make sure everyone has, give me a good number of things you've noticed. If you don't notice anything in 10 or 11 pages of tightly woven comic story, that means you need to go back and read it again. And that is normal. I usually read a comic 2 or 3 times before I really feel like I understand what's happening in the story, because I'm used to just reading books with just words. I need to really stop and pay attention to what I see happening and let myself ask questions. I'm more curious about your curiosity at this point than you finding some perfect answer to a question I give you. Your review is going to be about what you thought of the book. So we need to have you thinking about the book, being curious, opening your mind, and getting your ideas over here in the document. Okay? So just to reiterate the steps, you'll open the comics, read the first half, come back onto the doc and take notes, read again, take some notes, open the second book, read it, take some notes, finish book 2, come back and take some notes. That is it for today. Most of us will be doing some sort of interview, conferencing with me. So when you are not conferencing with me, this is what you are working on.